Hey, sub. We are going over our March 2026 objectives. First objective was working on an oil painting 3 times out of the week. Right now, I'm currently working on this piece that's like kind of funky. I'm like really obsessed with edamame beans. I've been drawing the outline for every little edamame bean. It's gonna be on this painting. It's been kind of therapeutic. That is our current oil painting in the works. So you see some things related to investing, early retirement, yes. I just started like full-time work. Being an attorney is like my first full-time job with like benefits. I'm trying to be smart about my money. One of the goals was to max out a traditional Roth IRA for the 2025 tax year. I literally only just did today because it was like pulling teeth. These like brokerage companies, they make it just so complicated just to transfer fucking money. Excuse my French. Pardon. Yes, I can successfully say that I maxed out my traditional IRA fund for 2025. I'm like, oh shit, this is like my first investment. Like, the money's gonna grow. At first, like, I feel like I was feeling a lot of resistance to this goal because like putting away that much money right now and not being able to like play with it is like, but frankly, the money always flows back. When I retire at 50, Virginia then is gonna be like, I'm so fucking happy that 26-year-old Virginia was smart and invested this money. We literally just accomplished that today. It's a bit of a late objective accomplishment, but frankly, like, time is an illusion. Yes. Next was making an itinerary for Paris, and that was done. I'm cheating a little bit because I was actively adding to the itinerary while I was in Paris, but frankly, like, I had a rich, fulfilling time in Paris. It was just awesome. Like, I carpe diem'd, okay? And I felt it by the end of every day. Like, I would just go to bed and be like, well, I can't believe this is my life. Next, you see some like images related to the New York bar. So I took the New York bar, but I don't currently practice in New York, but you know, trying to collect all of my bar admissions, but the New York bar is kind of notorious for having like 1,000,001 steps. One of my goals was to complete all the paperwork needed to be submitted on my end. So I'm gonna say I 90% fulfilled this one. Like, I just realized as I was doing all the paperwork, like there was like 7 different people like I needed to get like affidavits from and like certificate. I can happily say that I'm like very much so on the tail end. You see some more modeling motifs. What's the vibe? Reach out to at least 3 modeling agencies with headquarters in New York. I did. I took some new digitals. Your girl hasn't heard back, but frankly, it's just because they're all fighting over me behind the scenes and they're just like, no, I want to reach out to her first. So yes. So I had a goal of uploading at least 1 video per week of me DJing, and I did. I haven't DJed in a while, to be honest. I'm like, oh my gosh, how do I manage like all these different hobbies? It's fun to play around and DJ. Like, DJing is fun. I love music, hence the DJing motifs. Yes. Next goal was to work on a drawing using pens and colored pencils 3 times a week, right? So this is pretty much just like me getting into the practice of just drawing regularly. And I did, and it was really fun as well because for the last week of March, I was in Paris and like I would go to cafes and restaurants and draw and stuff. Next, you see some like YouTuber motifs. One of my goals was to get through at least 1 SD card of video content ahead of the Paris trip because I have like multiple SD cards worth of like video footage from like just me vlogging my time in DC, for my travels in Asia, now my travels in Paris. And I just wanted to like clear a whole SD card so that like basically like if I hit the storage capacity on the SD card I was using by the time I got into Paris, that I had another free SD card that I could work with. And I did. Subscribe to my YouTube. And then another goal, you see the hair imagery, was add some sort of color to hair ahead of Paris, France vacation. So the gag with this was I had the goal of going to Paris with pink hair, but my stylist didn't have any pink dye, so I just like did my roots. It's so funny because like just a couple months ago, I was talking about how I was gonna grow out the black in my hair, and it's like, I gotcha, bitch. I lied. A stylist told me that like you shouldn't really put like direct bleach on your follicles because it can make you bald. And I'm like, I don't want to go bald. So I just had her do like a little blend, and then we scheduled a follow-up for right before my birthday to put the pink in, and the pink is here. I'm so fucking obsessed. And then also look at the back. There's like a cool ass streak. Like I just love how it's just like not necessarily all over, but just like different pink pieces, and it's just like, oh my gosh, I've always wanted pink hair. Look at God. Last objective, which I guess technically I did not fulfill this one, but like carry the one, was to make some sort of investment to an index fund. And I didn't because frankly I was just trying to get my life with the Roth. It will get done. Okay. March was so fruitful. Happy April and Aries season, like literally the best time of the year. Okay, good night.